Yo. Turn the volume up a little bit more. You got to turn the volume up in my headset. Turn it up a little bit more.
He said in the headset. Oh, dead. That's how they beat up. Yo, put that up, yo. I need to catch my flow.
So slow down a little bit. Slow down.
He ain't spit on one thing.
By the time it's time to spit, like, nigga, you done already.
Used up 10 minutes worth. Just set up time.
Oh, shit. Yo, can you turn me up in the headphones? No, shit.
That's too loud. Turn it a little bit back down.
Word not. The artists be having me dying. Some of them. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Views from the East.
Welcome.
Hey.
Dice will not be with us today.
Oh, damn, you forgot to join.
PTO day today. He isn't feeling well, so we wish him a speedy recovery.
It's so funny,
Facts.
though. He
Feel better.
doesn't. So nothing happens when he misses a day. I'm just curious.
Nah, he called out like 30 minutes prior to showtime, so I didn't have time to prep anything special.
Facts.
I had.
Okay, I just want to make sure that we understand the policies are not following
for
everyone.
I'm dead.
It's okay. You reported to HR.
We gotta shade him in some way, right? Since he's not here, we gotta give him some shade.
I've been getting shaded. How many times was it? Twice?
All right. I gotta give him some shade. Let me think. It'll come to me.
So, someone try to impersonate him?
Someone try to impersonate him?
Yeah.
Nah. At least we'll be able to get a sentence off. That's the shade.
Oh, that's foul. That was more than shade. That was a big ass palm tree.
There it is. Right? Nah, I got nothing for love, my brother. But wish him well. Motherfucker's like 10 feet away from us.
Facts.
So let's give out these roses. Shout out to our subscribers and future subscribers and anyone that is watching this now. We appreciate you guys. We appreciate the love. If you haven't already, please subscribe, share, like,
comment.
Yeah.
Most definitely, we love the feedback.
Yeah,
all of the above.
Bad, we don't care. All right. And what else is there? I think that's pretty much it.
Okay.
Let's just jump right into it. I guess we'll just talk about the inauguration, right? That's the biggest thing that's going on right now. So
most definitely.
Yeah, sort of, yeah.
Did you guys all watch it?
Nah, I was at work, and then after that,
I watched it. I watched it, a little bit of it. I couldn't. Shit is the whole day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't lie. It was pretty. That was like the Pentecostal church service.
Yeah, right. It's like a long. I mean, I just wanted to see him. More Camilla. More than anything, I see Obama's there. I was hyped for that. Obviously Bernie Sanders with this whole fucking meme thing.
Yeah,
I didn't understand why it was a meme, but you explained it to me today. I was like, okay, I got you now. I mean, it was cool. I mean, I don't really invest time into that anymore. That's a long time. But we have a new president, right? New vice president.
Right. You see what they're about to.
I think I'm more excited about the vice president more than anything. When it's a woman, first time history.
Most definitely.
Minority,
which is I think the huge factor.
The huge factor right there. So that's like a 2-in-1 pop out. So, and hopefully, 4 years from now. I mean, if Joe does his job, he can stay another 4 years. But hopefully, I'd like to see a female president, right? Not just in a TV show, not just in a movie. And I want to be able to live through all this history, right? Obama was the first, like, oh man, I lived through that. I'm gonna tell my grandkids. But now.
Listen, we actually lived through a lot. So
right.
We definitely will be like the history books. It's like, okay, that was the lit part.
That history book gonna be 200,000 pages long.
They're like, they've named who president, what virus came out, what they couldn't do after that.
Exactly. Yeah. But yeah, that's my thoughts. And I was just watching, I just kind of listening to what they say. But I didn't really invest too much into it. What I'm really looking for is just to see what he does in his first 100 days. Well, the both of them. But it was exciting to see.
I think it was just a lot of people commented it was very what's the word? I wouldn't say religious driven, but it definitely seemed like you were at church from me seeing it and just even from feedback from other people I've heard. But it felt heartfelt, I guess. It felt a little bit more genuine, and I think that's what it came across as to America. That it. After having, I feel like, a president where it was so cutthroat and it was just so clear he didn't care, then having someone step up now that by assumption, right? We're gonna assume that he's genuine, but that feels so much better. Even like I feel like even if you're faking it, because I feel like the way that we always saw like presidencies, it's like they're being fake, whatever, blah blah blah, and then we get Trump and he's being really himself.
Too much. Too much.
And then it's like, okay, you know what? I'm not saying lie to me. I'm just saying I think I can stomach whatever. This bullshit is a little bit better than like this. You're a little bit too comfortable.
Yeah, especially in his final days. I felt like he was just like, it's the season finale.
It's like he knows he wasn't gonna graduate, and he's like, I'm about to violate every day. I still gotta go there just for my attendance.
It's like when that worker that's about to
He's a bag.
it's like that worker that tried to put on the last 2 weeks notice when his kids getting fired, and then they started violating at the last minute. Like,
it's like answer the phone, hang up. Answer the phone, hang up.
Put my feet in the tomato.
Now, one thing, I think the morning of though, like he was giving like his final speech, whatever, like before he boarded the Air Force.
Yeah,
he still threw shit then.
No,
for like
the
final, he did, right?
He threw shit.
He was ODing, but when and I'm watching it live, and people just kind of like, yo, hurry up and get the fuck out of here, like just hurry up, like whatever minutes. I think he said until like noon, his powers of executive. So they're just like, dude, hurry up with this speech. I mean, I was trying to hear him out, trying to see what he's saying or whatever the case is, but I was just like, so at this point, like,
I hope they don't raise your taxes, but if they do, I told you so.
Yeah, but I was like, what am I gonna hear in this last 2-3 hours that he has left? Like, what is, I was just like, all right, let's move on, or whatever the case. I mean, I tried to see what he had to say, but with his last minute of power, he was giving out pardons, right? And of course, that's really all the power that he had left. But what I could say, what I do respect, don't agree, but I can respect that you took care of people that were loyal to you, regardless if they were found guilty or not, or whatever the case is. Yes, it is bad, but at least, I don't know if he did it to show face or not, but at least you could say like, yo, listen, like, you held it down for me through the storm, I'll pardon you. The ones that I'm excited about more than anything is Lil Wayne, Kodak Black.
Yeah.
There was like some other people, but
I mean, I wouldn't be excited about it, but I was like, that's interesting.
Yeah, I was just like, yeah, Lil Wayne, he pleaded guilty. But I'm like, damn, is that why he did the Masters thing? Like, does Trump gain anything by that? Was that part of like an agreement? Like, you want to be pardoned? Well, you got to do this. Like, it makes me wonder.
You gotta consider something. Trump's always been a businessman, whether we like him or not. So I definitely feel he does nothing for nothing.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, that's
he does something. He's getting something.
Because Lil Wayne met with him, how many times? Like, you just met with him that one time, and that gives him all the clout.
And not even just a visual. There's just a huge, there's just a huge difference. Like, there's a reason you guys are even like conversing in any which way. Like, it's just you guys are two different lifestyles, like two different.
With Lil Wayne, I would say I get the idea, but with Kodak Black, I like where that came from. I ain't hear like that situation.
Huh? I think Trump just did that for clout, like just like for the black community, just
like,
to
like
I'm going back into.
I think I read a meme that said, "Let's be honest, guys. We know Kodak is going back to jail." I was like, "Damn."
Yeah, they all did. Yeah.
I'm like, I didn't know the man was in jail. I ain't gonna lie to you. I've heard music. When did he go to jail?
He's been there for a hot minute.
So all his songs are from jail?
No. Anything that you heard prior.
Because I'm like, I can say that nigga was in a video.
No.
He did reach out to Trump a while back saying, to pardon him, and he would donate like $1 million to charity. I'm not gonna say I don't think Trump cares about his $1 million. I mean, I don't know. I don't like to. I could assume the worst of Trump, but whatever. But I'm not in his head. Whatever. I don't think he. I'm gonna say I don't think he cared so much about the $1 million that was being donated to charity. I just think it was more or less like, I'm going back into civilization. I won't have the presidential power that I have, so I have to.
So I need to have different strings on different ends.
Yeah, like I have to have different assets, whatever, So I think that's what it was. I mean, of course, he pardoned like his people, his lawyer, whoever he had to get out of the situation. But I just want to keep it to people of minorities. I just thought there was people that didn't get, like Bobby Smurder didn't get released early. I mean, he's gonna get released, but I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
If you gonna give everyone a pardon, you know what I'm saying?
Word, man.
You get what I'm saying? Like,
you guys like Bobby Smurder, right? So let me pardon him too.
They're trying to get Suge Knight pardons.
I cannot deal with the voice. It's like I can't. It's like it reminds you of like a cartoon character, like it's from The Simpsons or some shit. Like, it's just disturbing.
Nope.
Nah, but Lil Wayne. I mean, I mean, if I'm Lil Wayne too, because you know when he went to go see Trump, there was huge backlash. There was like, yo, bro, you know, with the black community. But what happened?
No, I was going to say like, I don't know. When I used to, listen to Lil Wayne growing up and stuff like that. Not that he really gave any key that he's how he is now or whatever the case is, but like I ain't really expect that from him,
Yeah.
Like how he's like, oh, I'm a Trump supporter, or
I just can't see it. Like I hear it, but like, and like you could, I could see him say it and still see like I don't see it. Like, bro, why are you lying?
Right.
Like,
and on top, like he also did an interview, and they was talking about Black Lives Matter, and he said, I don't care about that, or some. He said
because he doesn't relate to it. Like he can't because since he's never been pulled. Like, cause he's never had like a racist incident, he can't really relate to the Black lives.
This dread looking nigga just said.
I was like, you don't need to
relate.
Yeah, like you don't need to be like I've never been in a racial incident driving a car with a cop. I've never been there, but I can understand how the fuck it would feel. I can understand why it's wrong. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. He's a millionaire.
But let's be clear. So something must happen to you for you to be able to relate to it.
That's how some people feel.
That's as ignorant as saying I must be raped to then feel what the other person's feeling.
Some people probably do feel like that.
No, but realistically, you have to be like. To me, that's you're not empathetic. Mm-hmm. Like it doesn't have to be a situation you've been in. It's just you're able to relate. Pain is pain. Hurt is hurt. It doesn't have to be the one that you're currently used to, but you understand it doesn't make you feel good.
Right.
He's like he's rich. He's like I'm rich. I don't deal with that, so I don't know. I mean, that was a minute ago.
I wish that was like a broke button you could press and see if like he feel the same way if he was like living in East New York and he didn't have what he has now. Like, would that be the same speech? No. I doubt it will.
Yeah.
Probably not. I mean, yeah, he said that shit a minute. I forgot when he said that shit, but he said that shit.
It was not that long ago. It has to be like sometime last year, I think.
Oh no, Jesus!
Yeah, it had to be like within the last 2 years.
Unless they brought that back up. Because that's, yeah.
They do that too.
But there's someone else that got a pardon as well, and you guys know her very well as Rock Nation's CEO, as they call her, Meek Mill's boss. I don't know why they keep calling her Meek Mill's boss.
Yeah, I saw that too.
They just keep calling her by that. They don't even call her by her name. And basically, like Funk Master Flex and Academics. I mean, there's other people, but they were like sort of throwing shade at Jay-Z and Meek Mill after she got pardoned, because obviously. She wore a wire. She got a whole cartel taken down, right? And she would be considered a snitch. But obviously, when 6ix9ine did what he did, Meek Mill was one of those vocal ones. It's like, yo, snitching ain't cool, but your boss is a snitch. So, at what? I mean, which is sort of, I don't know. That's his boss. I guess he's not really in charge of that being his boss, right? Because Jay-Z runs it all. But
yeah, it's not like that's kind of to some degree it's out of your control if that's your.
Yeah, I don't think you don't control who your boss is. Like, what the hell? But I don't know, or I don't remember if Jay-Z ever spoke about anything regarding snitching. I think he stayed out of that whole thing, right?
Yeah.
Because then it would have seemed crazy if he would have and then hired her.
Yeah.
And she's an actual. But anyway, she got pardoned, which means all of that stuff is off the record now. All of that, as if it never happened, as if she never snitched. So. She gets that full pass. She gave her, a nice little well-written thank you.
Part of that too.
I'm like, does Jay-Z deserve the shade, and does Meek Mill deserve the shade?
What?
Like for Jay-Z hiring a snitch and Meek Mill working for a snitch, I would say. Again, I'm going to give Jay-Z a little bit of a pass, not because I'm biased in his Brooklyn, but it's not like he was like on 6ix9ine's ass, publicly at least. Like, at least he wasn't like on this campaign of like...
I haven't seen him, like, whether any amount of times any type of snitching type of thing going on. He hasn't been
about business. He's worried about money.
I feel like he's more strategic as far as like, is it a good business move versus is it a good hood move? Like, in the hood, we would look at it like, why would you even entertain or, connect yourself with... such snitchery, whatever.
Right. She's making him millions.
No, but Jay-Z is gonna look at it something like, if it makes sense and make money, he gonna do it. Like, it's just.
Yeah, even Pharrell said the same thing about him. He's like, yo, I'm snitching. Like he's not a hood nigga or anything like that.
Pharrell really not. He got a skateboard and he drink orange juice in the morning. Like it just or tea. That happy song was it.
But yeah, I don't hold Jay-Z responsible in any way. Like again, I could say if he was out publicly like, yo, 6ix9ine is a snitch, like that shit don't rock. Like, if he was doing all of that
to connect, then it's like
then I'd be like,
you have
all
to
right,
call
it's
him
kind of
out, right?
yeah. But he's if she's making him millions, he don't care about none of that. He's in business mode. With Meek Mill, on the other hand, though, he was going off, as well as rightfully so. There's nothing wrong with it, but it's like, okay, then shouldn't you also call out your boss?
Nope, he can't, because his boss write his checks. So he could say all he wants to about 6ix9ine, but he can't say the same thing about someone that's gonna sign his check, because as fun as it is to be vocal and to be able to speak your piece, nobody wants to go back where they came from, no matter how much they talked about how it built them up, right?
Yeah,
so
facts.
realistically, Meek does not
He's not
want to
gonna burn
go
his
back
bridge.
to the projects because he somehow decided that instead of saying 6ix9ine, he says this lady's name, and then all that shit's a clip.
I wouldn't say anything at all.
Like, it's just
Like, if I know my
that's
boss is a
wiser-
snitch, I wouldn't even call out 6ix9ine.
Yeah, but let's say he didn't even think about it as thorough to that degree, and he did that part. It's like the next step, he's not gonna call out his boss. It's just-
I don't know why people expect him to do that.
Like, I don't care for the hood or what, he does not want to go back there, guys. I don't care what he raps about. He does not want to return. So he will not do things like that.
Nah, that's a fact though. I mean that's a fact. I guess, but I was like, Fun Master Flex and academics, they upset, they're in their feelings, so they don't like Jay for other reasons as well. But we'll move along from that. Who else is dealing with backlash from this Trump situation? So the CEO of My Pillow, if you guys, I could give his name, couldn't I? Well, I don't remember his name. I don't know. I just find him irrelevant at the moment. But I did find it funny that he's facing backlash for supporting Trump's claim. So basically, he was one of those like, yeah, the campaign was rigged, and so on, and blah 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 blah. So basically, what he's saying now is like Bed Bath and Beyond, Kohl's, Wayfair, like, they're cutting ties with him because of that, because Trump is no longer president, right? So it's like customers are not going to want to fuck with their businesses if
with the connection.
Yeah, with the connect, like you representing Trump like that, and we're selling your product, so like they see that as that's what he's saying. What Bed Bath and Beyond said was, your shit just isn't selling, and in this climate.
Shit.
No, but see, this is the concern about hearing a story about Trump and by Trump. Like, you can hear a story, and it's like, let's say from Trump, and it just doesn't even make sense. And then you hear the company specify to why they stopped doing something, and it's like, oh, that does make more sense. But I feel like he likes attention.
I gotta get the CEO's name. I know his name, and I don't know why I forgot it. But I mean, basically, that's what he was saying. He was saying, yo, they're cutting ties with me because of my affiliation with Trump. But what they're saying is like, no, your stuff doesn't sell. It's not selling anymore, so it doesn't make sense to keep it as part of our line. Like, you have to be strategic as a business. But you see, do I agree or do I just? I don't know. If they would have cut ties with him before the Trump thing,
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I think that it's just the timing.
It's the timing.
The timing looks suspicious, but the reason makes sense.
Yeah,
right?
like if they
Business
could pull out the
standpoint,
numbers,
you can see why it makes sense. But it's kind of like, of all the times right now.
Yeah, I feel like
how long hasn't it been selling? I'm just curious about that.
I never bought one. Everyone used to rave about it, but I never bought one, so I don't know how comfortable it is. I don't know.
I wouldn't know myself. I feel like some of these companies had endorsed Trump too, like before all this recent situation happened. So it's like,
oh no, they were selling his product. I mean,
no, I'm not talking about the pillow guy. I'm talking about like endorsing Trump, like these companies like Kohl's and stuff. I don't know if Kohl's was endorsing Trump, but I would see a lot of these big name companies that was endorsing him. So like to say I'm cutting ties now, it's like, why you chose now? It's not like not too much change,
like,
right?
She just
hey,
it's like he got clipped with the
you
TV,
see what he was
dropped him
about.
on the day. Like, okay, great.
If I'm looking at it as a bit, if Trump is bringing in money, like there was like Trump ties, like he had like ready to wear, like he had a bunch of random stuff going. I mean, if it's selling as a business, I'm gonna sell what sells.
Nothing personal.
Yeah, but if now you're fucking up your brand image and that's gonna hurt me in the long run, now I gotta cut the ties. So I respect it from a business person. It's a business move. Like that's anybody. You could be the face of my company and you're like the angel, and then once you start doing devil shit, I'm like, yo, bro, you need to chill or else. Like that's why people get cut from Nike. That's why people get, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
All right, so what else is I guess Trump banned from now?
So Shopify is cutting ties with them. Salesforce is cutting ties with them. Stripe.
How you lose Salesforce? That's literally just like an integrated system, and you enter. Okay, that's really real.
So he's gonna have to
people
sell.
just randomly cutting them off.
Yeah, like I think especially with the capital situation, it was like, all right, like
That's true.
So it's like, look, find another way to collect your money. We find some other company that's desperate or whatever the case is. Like, we don't technically Stripe them don't need them. They're making billions of dollars.
No, of course. No,
Shopify's making billions. So I mean, they can live without Trump.com or whatever it else.
Like, to me, I think he'll definitely go down in history as one of the most vile presidents because you got kicked. Like, it's like you have bad credit and no one will approve you. Like, you literally just. Why they kicking you off of every like
even his
Shopify? Do you even use it? Like, I don't even know why they're kicking him off of Shopify. Is he even on it?
Yeah, probably one of his brands. He doesn't label everything Trump. Like, it's just other shit. Yeah.
But I'm just like randomly thinking like, what the hell does he have on Shopify to get? It's like them banned from SoundCloud. Like what? What?
Don't even bother coming. Don't even come. Well, I don't know. Yeah, they cut him off. Even his longtime bank. I'm gonna try not to butcher this. Dush Bank, whatever it is. Like, that's a bank he's been doing business with for decades, and they're cutting ties with him. So it's like
that's saying a lot. That's like getting cut off by Chase and you ain't do nothing wrong. I was like, it was just relationship issues.
Like, you've been in like, if I'm in business with Chase for 20 years and I fuck up and they cut ties, like, damn. I mean, but it's
like, I'm just curious who's gonna take him because it's not like you don't know who he is. So it's kind of like he's gonna walk into the bank and be like,
some other foreign bank.
I mean, all the tax fraud nonsense and hiding and lying about what he made. And I mean, a bank is gonna take him. Some bank is gonna want the business. So I'm not gonna say and be like, Trump is done for Trump. No, he's a businessman. He's a billionaire businessman. He's gonna find.
You can't get approved by any bank. It's a straight piggy bank.
Yeah, like he'll be all right, man.
Yeah, I'm sure you get an offshore account and be fine.
Yeah, he'll be all right. Like, I'm not worried. But it does look bad, like you said. It's like you're no longer the president. It's like everyone is like, all social media is like, you can't have a profile. Like, now it's like these banks and these platforms, no, So, I mean, we'll see. But anyway, we're gonna move on from that. But let's see what the next 4 years brings us, right?
Facts.
There's a lot going on with that. So, I kind of wanted to bring it back home with this. This guy named Peter Carey.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can say it.
Basically, he started like safe group walks in Brooklyn, and I thought it was like interesting. I'm like, why would he need to do something like that? And then I kept on reading. There was like 4 women attacked at East Williamsburg's subway station, which irks my fucking nerves because I'm proud to be from Brooklyn. I love Brooklyn.
But it sucks when.
Yeah, like why are we attacking women at the train station? I'm very
psychopaths, nigga. There's something wrong with people.
There's a lot of things you could answer that. It could be the mental or illness. It could be the fact of just people are wicked and they have certain ways about them. It could be the fact that now we're in something like a Great Depression in its own weird way. As far
all
as,
of the above.
Like there's people that I feel like it is so many different layers. It doesn't change the fact that shouldn't happen.
Right.
It's just so many different excuses or reasons to say, okay, this person mentally thought, or this, or this person was scarred as a child, so now they come up and they're XYZ.
Yeah.
Or this person was a loser.
Yeah, never that.
And so it's like this, so many layers, but I feel like it just, I respect him for doing the safe walks for
Facts.
sure. Like,
and he's hoping that it inspired people to do it throughout Brooklyn.
It's nice especially as a female, to feel safe in your own neighborhoods. And
as y'all should.
You working nights shouldn't be like a
life-threatening
situation.
No, 100%.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe working nights is convenient for you because you have a child daytime. You know what I'm saying? Like,
then it's not as safe for you because you don't know if you're going to wake up. You're not going to make it there.
Yeah, people really don't give a fuck about.
One thing I did find interesting about it, though, is that a majority of the people that donated their time to these walks were women. Which is fantastic. I love it. Women stand by women. I get it. They can relate. They understand the threat. But where the fuck are the males?
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
There were some males, but when you have to say like 80% of the, come on now.
That's a problem.
That's a problem for me. As a man, as if I'm in my community, I see, hey, what am I doing between the hours of 10 and 12? I'm probably here watching fucking TV. You know what? Let me make sure this like this lady gets home safe. Like I'm just saying, like I would like to see more of a male presence when it comes to protecting. You know what I'm saying? Like in the protecting, like a guy's not gonna come and test anything if he sees a group of men. He's be like, all right, I'm good. You see a group of women, he still might try himself. You know what I'm saying? Depending on if there's like 2 or 3 of them. So it's like, I don't know.
Very true. I agree on that one.
I mean, I commend the ladies all the way, but guys, we need to just step up a little more. And hopefully, it's sad that there's even a need for group walks. But
that's 100% fact.
Right? That's a whole nother situation. So moving along, right? Wendy Williams. Yeah, no, I love Wendy. Wendy. I love Wendy. Now let me stop. I mean, I do. I mean, Wendy got to be able to take the L. She be giving people shade all day. She could take it, or can she? Right? Because apparently her brother came to social media and made up a post. Well, not made up a post, but made a post about her not showing up to her mother's funeral, which I thought was like, damn. Like,
what was no, to be fair,
right? I wanted to know the reason.
With her mother,
they're cool. That's the first thing I said. I said, but as long as I remember, like she's always spoken highly of her mother. Like I don't think there was any beef, so I kept on looking. I don't see any beef with her and her mother or anything like that. So he was just saying, why didn't you come? Like I think she was there for like the morning part of something, and then she didn't come to whatever they were doing in the evening. Now, she told her dad that she had to run back and do something for business or whatever the case is. But then the brother was saying, that was a lie because you were actually still in New Jersey having lunch with your ex-husband and son. I mean, which to
me, again, what's the problem? She's with more family.
I don't know. I don't know.
But also, then you went to a funeral. Everyone's process is different.
The only thing I could, if I want to say something positive on that, is like some people just can't, take on the grievance and just being there all day.
And I don't think anything's wrong for her.
So she wants to take on.
She acknowledged and made the respect by going. So let's say that she did that. And then some people they can't be submerged in all of the tears, the cries, the conversation, the memory. Sometimes some people really just need to go and act like it's not happening right now. Right. To propel through to get certain things done. Right. It's not lack of love. That's just how they process. And I think he might have processed it differently, and then he internalized the way she processed and decided to move.
Well, he was saying his problem was like, why did she have to lie about why she wasn't coming? You get what I'm saying? Like, because she was like, I have to run back to New York to handle business, but that's not what she. Maybe you don't
want to.
She's
a grown adult.
Yeah.
There's no reason that I have to tell you fully my reason of leaving this place. This is not there's no reason as an adult.
What else did he say?
You're hyper focused on this part. You need to focus on grieving. Me leaving early isn't the issue right now.
I think what he was I think the main reason he was really annoyed, right, was his father, right? Because she lied to her dad. Like, she was like, and the dad was like, why wouldn't she come? Why wouldn't she come? And no one had an answer for him. Like basically no one really knew. And when they later found out that she lied about whatever the situation was. I mean,
I feel like beyond lied, like you investigated that. Like you just couldn't let it go that she left her. Like I feel like what would you
they're saying they investigated for the dad more or less because it was the dad that was like hurt that she
didn't. So just telling the dad the truth that it's a lie helpful.
Wait, but hold on. I mean, I would say
I don't know.
I would say it's just probably a lot of high emotions everywhere, and like it's not a proper excuse or whatever. But you just.
I feel like they're finding things to focus on instead of really like trying to heal on what they're feeling. Yeah. Because now I just feel like you're just looking for different problems.
Yeah, but I mean that's how people are sometimes. Like some people just don't know how to heal properly. They don't know how to take certain situations.
People deal with it differently.
I got my last nerves.
Like what else he was saying? I mean people deal with it differently, right? Like I'm not Wendy. God forbid, years down the line, my mother passes away. I can only speak for I'm gonna go to her funeral. I'm staying for the whole thing. I don't think I'm gonna put business, and business can wait. I think maybe that's why he's so bothered. Like you put business. Like I have to run back to New York to go handle it. Like your mother died. Yeah. That can wait. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? So it's sort of like because if it was your child, if it was anyone else, would you be like, all right, I'm gonna show up? I'm just trying to see from.
Like for me, it's like I process it like this. If it was my child, I don't think I could function to do anything else. if it's my mom, I think that it'll be different for me.
No.
And I may not want to be there all day. And I'll be honest with you, not that I don't love her. It's of course I do.
Yeah.
I just think I would internalize it more as a child, and it just made me feel weak. Versus like as a mom, you just feel, as a mom that God forbid loses a child, you just not weak. You feel empty. You feel like a piece of. It just means two different feelings. It's two strong feelings, but they're two different feelings, and I feel like the reaction to them would be different. But that's just for me.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, people grieve differently. Like, you deal with it in your own way. You don't know if, like, she goes home at night every night and breaks down crazy. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you can't watch your mother be put down 6 feet deep. Like, that's not something that's easy.
Or hear about her, and it's a past tense conversation versus being something present or future. All right, maybe we should get into something maybe a little bit more bright.
A little bit more bright. But her ex-husband did go for the entire thing. So that was another thing that people would, like, your ex-husband showed up. So that's the thing. If your ex-husband has nothing to do with you anymore, he can have the time to come and do that. What's wrong with you? And I'll leave it at that. Like, but that's, unless you guys have something to say about the ex-husband. But
nah, I got nothing to say about him.
Like, not moving along. But again, who are we to judge? The verses. Did you guys watch it? Ashanti versus Keisha Cole after being delayed.
Okay, so was it 2 hours before they came on?
Never. I don't like that shit.
My friend put a post like, "Yo, how you at your own home and you still late?"
No, like it just I have no clue. Like it was to the point that he had to say something. It was like, "Come on, y'all really disrespect." Like it's like.
Wait. Who said something?
No, they were saying that who was the host? They were saying that it was mentioned to them that they were just really like delaying, like they were taking too long. It was just ridiculous. But I forgot who it was, but I was reading it.
God damn.
But I tuned in, and when I first tuned in, nobody was there, so I left, and I came back, no one was there again. And then eventually, I forgot they were even doing the show, and then I heard someone else had their Instagram or whatever out, and I'm like, oh shit, they're on.
I don't like that shit. Like, I get it, it's a versus, I get it, but you gotta respect people's time. I get it, you're a celeb, but y'all not even, if that was like, I don't know, who's top of the game right now? Like if it was someone current, relevant, fire, fine.
100%.
Fine. I'll wait.
Beyonce could be late, all them little bees is gonna buzz.
Yeah. We waiting for you.
Not to say that they aren't, good artists and everything like that.
Okay, let me not correct them. I'm not saying they were bums.
Yeah, you'll.
So apart from them being late, what the?
I learned a lot.
Well, I mean, I was doing the Uber. I was trying to watch it, but I was doing the Uber Eats at the same time. So you got to flip back and forth.
Trust me, you ain't missed nothing. You could have kept doing that.
I kind of, I kept on doing it. I ain't stopped.
I think Keisha Cole played all of her hits too early.
I heard that.
Because, like, not towards the end of it, but at some point, I was just like, I've never heard this song a day in my life. I've never heard this song. What song is this? What song is this? And I was listening because, again, I like to give the opportunity to be like, yo, maybe, maybe I missed out on something. And some songs were nice or whatever the case is, but I'm just like, all right. And then I would just be like, all right, I'm getting bored. And then I would tune out and tune back in and tune out. And, like, when I was there at first, it was like 1.1 million people there or whatever the case is. But, like, at some point, you saw that shit dropping.
That's because they left. Because I was watching that during that time just before they left. And then that's when it dropped. Like, they took forever to come back, too. Yeah. So I was like, I forgot they was even doing the verses when they left.
I mean, for all the hype, I think if it would have happened when it was supposed to happen, I think it would have been received a lot better because of the. I mean, obviously, Ashanti had COVID, so we can understand that. But then it got delayed again, and then it came on. I mean, it was all right. It was just me reminiscing back in Murder Inc. days and all of that.
They should have just brought Ja Rule out at that moment. Like that's what they needed to do.
I would have preferred to see Ja Rule.
Like I feel like his voice would have been the same.
Yeah,
compared to their voices, because it did not sound like the fucking tracks I used to listen to. I was so disappointed when there's a point, and I love Ashanti, when the Rain on Me, I'm like, damn, I don't feel that shit no more. I won't let them rain on me now.
Rain on me. I mean,
she did better than Keisha, but someone kept saying that Keisha sang better with when she had a gap.
Wait, do they?
Yo, I
And I'm like, I don't know if that actually does anything.
That
was before the money. Before the money, when you trying to get that paper, you put your heart into it.
Did they announce who the winner was yet or no?
I'm gonna say they both lost, in my opinion.
I'm not gonna lie to you, they definitely both lost. Nobody won on that.
I mean, there's a comedian.
Looked pretty.
Huh?
No, I guess the only person. No. Technically, I guess isn't Keisha the one that won technically because she the only one that got a check?
Yeah, and I mean,
I was so confused.
You know, let me stop trying to be a dick. I would say Keisha won in general because I just feel like Keisha has more. I'll say she has a vocal talent a little bit slightly higher. I know Ashanti's more relevant because she's in the media right now. You know, she's sexy, whatever. You know, her body and all that. So, like, you know, but Keisha Cole, she has talent. Although I didn't know the songs, I listening to the voices and everything. I'm like, if it's a sing off, Keisha Cole gonna kind of.
You're just trying to say, I get for that.
So
yeah, you know what I'm saying. So in my opinion, Keisha Cole won for me.
There's a comedian that was talking about it. Well, I don't know, he's a full-fledged comedian or YouTuber, Tony Baker. He was talking about it.
Yeah. Oh, the one that does the animal.
Yeah, yeah, you funny. But he's saying that he felt that Keisha Cole would have won or should have won, but he think Ashanti win only because for him it was the timing that she choose to drop certain music if she was to like save certain music and to challenge against Ashanti.
She was more strategic with the music, like you knew her songs more than you knew Keisha's because Keisha just kind of.
Yeah,
she dropped the hits too early. She should have spread it out. Yeah, like play one hit and then play the unknown, then play the hit again, then the unknown. I just felt like she was just
like going against certain music. Yeah. She would if she had played it a little bit more strategic, should have probably won that. If there, I don't know. Y'all said they both lost, so I don't know what to say that.
No, I'm just saying like I don't know. Just in terms of like I just say like the lack of respect for viewers, like just taking your time to show up like that, whatever like this shit was already delayed how many times? Like be on time.
I have a question though. Because I don't know if it was my phone, but was it like an audio issue or something? It sounds like they was playing the music or beats like from off
like
a phone
or something.
Yeah, there you go.
I thought I was bugging, but I think it was just. I was honestly just so confused that why no one sounded like the music I remember hearing. That
I mean, I didn't expect that because they're older.
Like
so
I've never heard either one of them sing live. So hearing it. At that point, I was like, damn, at this moment, like, Versus might as well just have anybody battle. Like, I'm about to see Bloods and Crips battle. I'm about to just see Tupac and Biggie come. You know the words to both of their songs, so might as well just have them battle.
I'm not gonna lie, the next few verses gotta be, they gotta grab some dope people. Or it's gonna drop
as the one of, like, no one's gonna entertain with it anymore. Like, they did some good ones, then it just got really, like, concerning.
They should do a Biggie and Tupac hologram.
They better go.
I feel like we know the words.
Dad,
what?
Biggie Tupac holograms.
No, they because they did a Tupac hologram. I think Snoop had a tour or something, and they had like a Tupac hologram. And
no, but I mean like on the verses. Yeah. I mean the next
verse.
I'm
scary as hell. I ain't gonna lie to you. At that moment, I'm like, okay, it's a wrap. They just gonna come off of like spaceships and just like it's gonna be random shit happening.
I feel like that'll be fire.
Yeah, verses.
No, it'll be fire. But it's still concerning. Very concerning. If people would not move on from people that died, they just try to get their hologram made in the fucking house.
The next verses of who I want to see, man. Put Jadakiss and Beanie Siegel on there. I missed that little battle back in the days.
Nah, Jada is
like I feel like Jada. Nah, I don't know how much that would be a battle. I feel like Jada.
They had a beef. They had
a
nice little beef back in the day. You know, when I was in junior high school. So it'd be nice.
Like Jada would like he's.
He probably would be on them.
Like, you know how much songs? Like, and he gets lyrics.
But that's what I want to see. Like, I don't want to see, like, Ashanti and Keisha Cole anymore. Now you got to bring me, I got to see a Fab, a Jada, somebody.
Fab versus Jada.
Yo.
Oh, Fab versus Jada.
You know what? That would actually probably work because don't forget they made the album together.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, exactly. They do the album together. So I think.
Nah, honestly, I'm about to hold on. Can we
look?
Put somebody on?
Put that hashtag Fab versus Jada on versus.
That'd be kind of dope if they got more of the fan base included as far as like what we want to see as big time battles.
Yeah,
I thought that he was kind of doing that. I don't know if they was or not.
I never actually. I'm only on it when the show come on, so maybe they do. I just don't never.
But it's also too like as an artist, like I'm an artist and I'm going on and like, all right, you gonna go versus Busta Rhymes? Be like, nah, brother, not Busta Rhymes. You need to get me someone a little bit on my level. You know what I'm saying? Because if they don't have a choice in who they verse,
or Jay-Z,
right?
Like lyricism, that will be.
Who Jay-Z gonna go against?
No one is gonna jump on there versus Jay-Z. I doubt it.
I ain't gonna hold you.
Only Nas or maybe a Busta.
No, not Busta.
Hold up.
It's cute they did it.
I can't honestly. I can't even say Nas because Nas is the homie, and of course you got that battle and stuff that's going on. But like compare Nas to Jay-Z as far as
Nas
relativity.
is definitely a lyricist, but Jay-Z's lyricism has, we know all the words in mad songs. Like,
no, it's not even that. It's like people like if you like every time I hear someone talk about like top. Well, I mean, obviously you're gonna put Nas as a respect on there.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Like no one
To
really
say
say like, yo, pull up Nas or whatever. Like you're more likely to say pull up Jay-Z or whatever the case is. That's why
I think it's because he's the
that.
only one that have given Jay-Z an L. Maybe that's just what it is. I mean, he's just nasty in himself. Like, I'm just saying, if Jay-Z is going to be in a versus, like, who do you really want to watch him go against?
I ain't gonna hold you.
Or who can?
The only person that he could go against, which is odd, is Nas. I don't think he has no other option. Because no one is going to battle him. They're going to lose. I don't care how much we know
I
your
could just
songs.
say, like, the reason I say Busta is because Busta does have a huge catalog. They also went to high school together. They also used to battle each other
but
as
like
well.
it'll be cute and entertaining, but
You're just
Jay
saying
won
Busta
off
don't
a
have
default.
his.
Like
He's
know he
gonna
won
win
off a default.
So
Like,
it gotta be Nas.
Like it's not a battle. Like you saw Busta, you singing along Busta because you just like the song. You know he didn't beat Jay-Z.
Busta, what it is right now. Busta got some hits.
He's not beating Jay-Z. Like
I'm trying
No.
to say him.
I'm trying to think about it too.
No, I don't think he'll beat. I'm just saying if Jay-Z's gonna accept a battle,
it only
Who
could be
he's gonna
Nas and God. Like
Nas and
God.
God.
God comes down and
Deep.
sits in the chair, and he just drops instant hits.
Because honestly, I don't think I feel comfortable with Jay-Z and Fabulous going against each other.
No.
Because
And that's
the
no
crazy
disrespect to
part is-
Fab, but it's just
And the crazy part is I love Fab a lot. I just
doesn't?
feel like they're just in two different eras of like bomb. Like they're both great, but they're just on two different like
Nah, I
one is
understand
gold,
what
one
you're
is
saying.
silver or some shit. Like if, you know, it's like they're both dope. But yeah, I wouldn't. I think I'd be so confused at that. Funny, we know they don't got no damn beef.
That's a tough choice. We're gonna have to pick some other characters other than
Yeah, that would
Jay-Z.
be just an awkward one. But I
Yeah.
feel like a good one definitely would be the whole
Fab versus Jada. Sorry.
Like Fab and
I'm
somebody
sucking
Nah,
else.
it up.
but Fab in them is still high tier. So it's like even them, you can't throw anyone against Fab.
No,
like
you
they,
can't. Like
That's
Fab and Casanova.
Fab is gonna win that.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, sure, I know.
by
Fab
like
and
far.
Jada. Fab and Jada.
It got to be like a
perfect battle.
Fab Jada
No, the
thing.
Fab and Jada is just perfect because I think their lyricism is
They're-
they complement each other in a weird way because they articulate and they story tell.
Yep.
Just to quickly go back to Keisha Cole and Shot, do you guys feel like they were genuinely enjoying each other's music? Like I know they were like dancing to some
No,
of it.
they don't like.
They don't like it?
They look like some way up with somebody's boyfriend. Honestly, they looked up like
Like I saw
they had to do
Ashanti.
it.
Ashanti was like having a full blown conversation during Keisha Cole. She was like, yeah, anyway. I'm like, what's she talking? I'm like, damn, at least like, I mean, whatever. You know, I don't know. But
All right, let's talk about something that's a little
Alright, off
big
the verses.
news, big money,
Not
big
us though.
meat.
big.
It's
meat
always
for real.
someone out of state. I feel like that's winning the big jackpot, bro.
Big lottery winners up in here.
That is some.
I'm not gonna hold you. You know when the lottery gets to like, even if you don't play lottery, you see like a $1 billion cash prize, you're like,
You
all
gonna
right, let me
put it-
walk into the corner store, the bodega. Let me quickly get a quick in there, cause boy. But one person, I like it when there's one person. I like when there's more. It doesn't matter, but one person, god damn, one person won $1.5 billion.
That is. Yo, keep that just. Your life just
Automatic
changed.
billionaire. Automatic.
I feel like
1.5
if you were eating IHOP, you would
They take
stop.
half that shit though.
No, like I feel like you'd be like, nigga, how much money I have? Like I don't eating that. I want to find the animal I'm about to eat today. Like,
Yo.
come on, I'm gonna
So
buy
you
that
wanna
whole.
find
Kick
the
everyone
animal.
out. I know. Everyone out.
No.
Start doing dickhead
I
shit.
want the whole place. Don't worry, you guys are all fired. I don't want. I think I'm gonna change the place.
Everyone out. Everyone out. Nah, 1.5. I mean, after taxes, fine, but that you're an automatic billionaire.
Yo, bro,
Damn, like you
1.
just skipped millions.
I'm not gonna lie.
You just skipped a millionaire. You just said,
Word.
I'm poor billionaire.
Take that huge
Like
ass
I
step.
feel like at that moment, do you trust or tell anyone, or do you just like move quietly?
I
I
don't
ain't
think
telling
they
no one
announced it.
shit.
I don't think they.
Not
Some
everybody.
states I think there is like a public record. I know states do it differently. Sometimes, like if a fiend, like if someone's really fiending, like who won that, they'll go in the public record and get your name.
I'm trying to find that nigga.
I think some states are private. I don't know which ones they are.
Imagine.
I would have to move immediately. Like,
guess what? You can afford it immediately.
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 Yeah, same day. Yeah, I'm taking it.
No, you bought the house. Like, no, I know you're living in it, but just you kind of get out. Like,
Just
now.
get out.
You know what that kind of reminded me of when Dave Chappelle was doing the skit and he's in the barber chair and they announced how much money he's worth. And the barber, and like he got scared. He's like, and the barber's like, yeah, you're done. And then he's like, how much are you? $100,000. And he's like, what? Yo,
yeah, 1.5 billion. I'm gonna have my small circle of people that'll have like family. Certain, not all family.
I'll go off the radar.
Not all family. Nah. Me, I wouldn't do that. Like anyone that's ever supported me in any way, in anything that I've done, or like I was hungry and you held me down. Yeah, I'll remember you. Yeah. Like that's just me. Maybe I'm just sentimental now. I'll come back and find it. Even the smallest gesture, whatever you supported.
I remember you gave me a Snicker bar.
Wow. You know what I'm saying?
But you know what's funny though? I feel like like people don't realize how being nice can benefit you in like different
in the long
ways.
run.
Yeah, in the long run. Like I remember I used to see this guy when I used to take the train from the city to work. And I used to leave work late. And every time he would just basically be willing to kind of like walk with me, basically to the train station. Or even if I'm walking up, it's like he'll greet me like wherever he is like he's homeless. Yeah. But he'll literally leave wherever he would be set up and like walk to me and walk with me to the office. And he did that every time I worked late. And I remember I was just like, yo, I don't know, something in my head was like, yo, just ask him a question. Like I was just curious, like how did you get here? Like, because you don't really know people's stories.
Yeah.
And so he basically explained to me his story, and I was just like, you want a job? Like, when it wasn't, not to be funny, but it felt like sometimes you just don't know where someone is in their life, right?
Yeah.
It's like,
they just need an opportunity.
Yeah, and I was just like, do you have like a suit? And he was just like, no. And so my old boss, he had like old suits and stuff, and I was like, yo, can you donate it to me so I could donate it to this guy that needs it? I'm like, I have no clue if you wear your size. I don't buy male clothes, like, you know what I mean, to know. So I said, you guys look the same way to me. I'm not sure if, suits and shoulders and all the other stuff. And I actually helped him get a job. It was the crazy part dope. Was when it was odd was when I was looking for him. I was like, how am I gonna reach you? Like, because I was just like,
you just gotta walk the streets.
No, the crazy part, he was like, I'm gonna be here. He said, what time I need to be here? I said, I'm just gonna have to hope you're here. Okay. So I was like, it's for 3 o'clock. Okay, I'll see you at 3. And I gave it to him, and he was prepared for it.
That's like a game sub quest.
I believe
that's dope though. That's dope.
It was a dope experience, and it teaches you something that someone can possibly. I didn't even think to help him until I actually spoke to him. Like, though he did walk me to my office every time, I said thank you just out of courtesy, but never really realizing like, why are you doing this?
Yeah, no, that's a fact. I mean, I believe I'm not saying be super nice and be naive and be gullible. Of
course, no.
But it's like if I won $1.5 billion, right, and you guys travel all the way to do this with me every day, I'm gonna be like, yo, y'all hold 10 mil each. Hold that down.
I'm like, cause
you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like just offer just some. Yo,
I said the way I'm about to send Jimmy this invoice though.
Whatever.
Like,
whatever.
No. You like $1,000 per mile that I had to drive.
Whatever. Whatever. Because we don't get paid to do this shit, right? But y'all still take the time out of your lives. So that's something I value above anything else. So I'd be like, yo, 1.5 bill. Like, what y'all,
Yo, life change. You like Lotto.
Yo, bro.
Yeah, hold 10 mil. Here, hold that.
That 10 mil. That 10 mil is like a little $100.
Well, I'm investing like $100,000 in Lotto every year. Like every year, like, just like yo.
Call him like, yo, what numbers you pick?
Word. No, but that's just the energy that I feel like. It's just like, damn, like even the smallest gestures is like, I'm not saying everyone's gonna get that, but it's like, damn. I
gave you a high five, bro.
You gotta see everybody subscribe. Yo.
Word.
Yo,
nah, it's
we
too
heard
late.
you
It's too
being
late.
generous out here.
No, it's too late.
Yeah.
Cash out.
The first 42 subscribers, the one that's been rocking, cool. Holla at me. We'll do something. We'll send you to a trip on Turks and Caicos or something like that. But who else won the lottery? The why I put 7.25 million for it was first of all it was 700 and what was it 25 million for the Powerball. Who won that one? Someone in Missouri. It's always like in these random places. How about it just be Jimmy?
Word.
I don't think New York Lotto work here.
I'm about to just start going out of state and buying tickets.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like
I'm gonna look that up. When's the last time somebody in New York like actually
never
won this shit?
Like goddamn.
And I'm like the crazy part. I feel like it don't happen here because we would literally still not be able to afford anything. Like if we got
Word.
the bread,
That
like,
New
it
York
costs
New York
$1
tax cut.
Listen, it costs $1 million off the rip just to get a crack spot. I don't want what is this?
Word.
You have to move to Missouri with the money anyway.
Word. You know what's crazy though, and
Shit.
as amazing as all of this is, there's the other side to the lottery, right? And like there was someone in Paterson, New Jersey that won the Powerball recently. Like I think it was like 425 mil. I forget. It was like recent. 1 year later, broke. Right? There's literally a documentary of like lottery winners that go broke. And I'm talking about after winning crazy. I would be annoyed to find out that whoever won this $1.5 billion is broke in 2 years. I get it. You've never seen the money before. You want to wild out.
But
425
no,
million in a year?
And my only question is, so everything you bought, you'd never owned? No, and what I'm saying it like this is
What
like,
are you buying?
how you didn't you didn't buy the house, you rented it, stupid? Like, you rented the lamb? You didn't just buy,
I don't know.
It just, that's the part where I don't understand. Like, you have all that money. That's just pure stupidity. I don't care if you don't know what to do. Make sure it's something you can keep. Like, you didn't rent everything. Like, your whole life was a rent in an apartment.
That documentary, I don't know if you watched the same one, but yeah, I seen a documentary like that, and they was also talking about like people that like be too generous, like their family members who come out the woodworks and be like, oh, da da da, and they will give them that
would
money.
not be hard
Like
for
they
me.
would be
Nobody was here.
They would be
Nobody
guilty.
was here.
Facts.
No, that's our mindset though. That's how
you come to me right now. Nah, I'm still the broke friend. Come on, don't worry about it. I'm still the broke friend.
If you a cousin that like we probably hung out when we were kids, like 5, 6, 7 years old, and you've been gone 20 years, do not appear in the inbox. Don't, like, those people, you gotta turn them away. If it's like immediate mom, dad, your sisters, your
That's
brothers,
different.
your uncles,
Like,
the
hold
people
you
that are
down.
involved in your life for a majority of it, sure, of course.
No, I agree.
Go fuck yourself. I love you too,
Pop-ups?
auntie. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, like the pop-up's crazy. You about to,
Hey there, Prada.
like,
Go fuck yourself.
like I don't got it. Like the way that I'm just gonna have the I don't got it face is like I mean it. Like I don't care what you see in that bank account.
Word.
I don't care what you see.
I'm broke.
And everything is gonna be
What you
scaled.
need to see is zero because that's all you get.
And everything would be scaled. It's sort of like, depending on who you are. Like, let's say, yes, I have 10 important people, but then there's still a scale of like who's more important. Who's different.
Yeah, like
Mommy, daddy, you're getting the house paid. No bills for the rest of your life. Have a beautiful life. All right, you go down the food chain. You know what? You want to get a house? I'll give you that down payment for your house. Have fun. Like, it ranges. Like,
you
get what I'm saying?
You go Meek Mill the people at the ending. Like here's a
No, I ain't
$20.
gonna do them like that. But like,
No,
mom,
I'm not
dad,
talking about
Here's
your-
a G-Wagon.
$20.
Down
No,
the
I'm talking about
total,
like
there's
someone.
a Honda Accord.
No, from what he mentioned, like say like it's someone that never like hit you up or anything, and they just
Oh,
pop
I
out
didn't
of
tell
the
him I
blue.
don't hit them with
Like here's
$20 for
$20.
me.
Never. Nah,
You know,
it's-
give
split
him
that with you.
$20.
if you've ever supported me in anything that I've done, like again, if I was like back in the day we was hanging out as kids, it's not our fault that we separate sometimes. But if
Yeah.
it's like, damn, I remember when we used to kick it, I was hungry, you only had $10, you split that with me. I'm not saying I'd just give you $1 million off the back, but I would say like, hey, you know what? You need
Like
a car?
something you're trying to do.
Here's
Like,
a Honda Accord or something. Like, because if I have 1.5 billion, again, I'm not running around, but I'd probably set like some sort of budget. Like, you know what? Let me take $10 million and this is gonna go to a fund of like,
Yeah, you gotta break down
like
your
here's
finances.
10 million for like people that's
Because
held me
nobody you
down.
can borrow it back from. Whoever you gave 10 mil to, you can't borrow the 10 mil back. 'Cause
Exactly.
that's all they probably, that 10 mil is what they had.
1.5 billion, 10 million will be set aside for everyone that has done anything nice for me. Here, hold it down.
Bro, I'll be happy
come
if
out
I
like
even
Santa
wants to get
Claus.
1 million.
Here's 750
With the
grand for you
brick.
because you did this. Here's 50 grand for you because you did that. Like, you know.
Yo, so the moral of the story is make sure you support Jimmy now before she get hot.
Yeah.
Listen, look, don't show up later.
Minuses.
Don't show up later.
Minuses. Don't forget.
Don't show up
Don't forget
later.
minuses.
Nah. Certain people I don't hold to that regard. Like I said, like y'all don't gotta buy shit because y'all do this podcast with me. That's you know what I'm saying. It's not even just about that
No,
business.
of course. No.
It's anything that I hold. But anyhow,
No, I definitely need the minuses. I left my wallet home again.
you need your wallet. So
Yeah.
you can drive without your
No, I got it on me now.
NYPD. Please be out on the. Now imagine
that's
the
all.
whole.
You gotta
the
snitch.
whole-
Snitch.
No. I said, woo.
She's like, no.
I'll be in the ride. No. That, we're both black. This is not going to go well.
I'm half white.
You can speak for yourself. Dress ain't gonna help you.
Word.
Because you know.
Shit, nah.
I kind of forgot to actually put this in the wrong spot, but we're gonna go back to Trump for a little bit, but not really more Trump, but it's more
Dr. Fauci.
Dr. Fauci.
Dr. Fauci.
Fauci.
Director of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Disease since 1984. Yeah, I wrote that down.
Yes.
Yes.
I gave that whole German. I was looking at you like, yeah, I'm feeling that.
Yeah.
Basically, he was
Awkward moments.
how I sum it up is like it's sort of like it was for him. I guess what I was reading most of anything what I paid attention to was like it was embarrassing for him to sort of like contradict the president of the United States. Like the president would say something, it would have to come up later and
You're like, no, that's actually wrong.
That's incorrect. So it's like it makes it awkward because that's his boss. So it's like I understand.
It's not even that. He's the president. So
yeah, like
that's a big like position to be fighting with your own.
Work like that, you doing your job and your boss does something and you like, yeah, that's kind of wrong. That it's awkward. I've been in certain.
That's awkward.
So imagine having the president of the United States.
No, not just the president. That particular president.
Yeah.
It's like certain things happen, but it's certain things that happen more with certain people. So I feel like it just makes it more of a correction.
And then Trump
more often.
And Trump bashes him and his team. Just giving more misleading information. Pretty much the same thing, just in reverse on Trump's side. It's like how you beefing with
Trump makes up stuff.
How you beefing with a doctor? Like you're not a doctor.
That's been in charge of his shit since like what 1982. Like
yeah, exactly.
Because only Trump would have that type of beef. That's why he's not on Twitter now. Creating shit.
I'm not gonna argue with you about trading. I'm not gonna argue with you about playing football. I'm not doing that. That's like I don't care what I think I might know. I don't care. If you look at me in my eyes and be like, "Well, actually, my brother, no, it's this way." There's nothing else for me to
really.
No, I'm not fighting you on that. If I have no, I can't stand people like
but
that.
I feel like that's him. He didn't have to know how to do it. He just knows he can talk.
He's a whole doc. This is his lane.
Mm-hmm.
He's been doing this for like 80 years.
Forever.
This is his lane, sir.
Yeah,
What the fuck? If he advises you to do this, just fucking do it. Like, damn. I don't know. I'm just saying, like.
I guess with Trump, it's like, when he said before, he wanted to spread the fear around everybody, so he just makes up these, random, I don't know, what would you call them? Random rants and not facts. I don't want to call them facts.
Definitely a rant.
Yeah.
It's definitely a rant.
So.
No substance at all, just chatting.
Well, yeah.
Fuck, doesn't people live? Isn't that more in people's lives more fucking important?
He should be. I'm shocked.
Like
I wonder
that?
if he's not banned from Clubhouse. He's had so
Who?
much to talk about.
Who banned?
He love chatting. I'm shocked he's not on Clubhouse. But
Trump on Clubhouse. That'd be funny if they put a post like he's actually blocked.
I want to know right now if Clubhouse is gonna make sure he can't get an invite. So whoever invited him, I want to know who.
We gonna have to ban him and the person who invited him. Like, yo, it wasn't my fault.
Yo, facts. Now you get
cool
blocked off of it too.
Like, nah. Bro.
So what about the whole Kyrie? I heard bought a house.
Oh,
I thought that was nice. I didn't like how the media brought it up though. But I
what you mean? You didn't like how the media brought it up? Is that
you mean like the distastefulness of it, as if it?
Yeah, like because when Kyrie's doing his thing, his hiatus, right? And he came back and he's doing interviews or whatever. And they just brought it up. I was just like, listen, like this is about like him missing his games, him paying almost
like
$1 million, him partnering up with James Harden now. Like, why are we talking about what he did for George Floyd? Like, that's not something. He doesn't strike me as someone that did that for that attention.
He did it to do it, not like.
Yeah, like a lot of people have done stuff for Floyd's family.
No, he didn't. I don't think he brought it up himself. There was a.
No, he didn't. It was the media. That's what I'm saying.
No, there was a former NBA player, Stephen Jackson, used to play for the Warriors and I guess the Spurs and some other team, and he's the one who brought it up. He said that Kyrie bought a house for their family. And he said a few things actually. He said Lil Wayne manager bought them a Benz. Barbara, I don't know how to pronounce her last name.
She gave them
stock.
Barbara yeah, she gave
stock
them like
Disney.
Stock in Disney. Like his family is good. Like his daughter will have a beautiful life. They have a home. They have a nice car. Whatever. They have stocks.
They got a lot of things.
I just didn't like that they brought that up. Like what did that?
But you know what? I really respect as a community what I just wish we were able to do that for each one that we did lose, as far as your kids, that they're not gonna be as well off and they still lost a parent. And the stuff will never bring it back. It's never gonna take that out of history, But I think it offers a safety net when there was none.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. It's like you're taking away the providers for these families, or not to say that the moms don't work.
No, exactly.
But like you're taking away from.
You need a foundation. You're if you're mixing cement or something, whatever. Like you need both or whatever it is to make something concrete. You need to make sure you have all the components. And when you take away one component, you make it a little bit harder for it to be sustained.
I mean, Kyrie doing that though, I felt that was like 100% genuine. Like I see that in his soul. Like from that interview, he was like, fuck the $1 million. I don't care about this shit. I'm just here to play. Like, whatever.
Yeah.
Like.
But I respect that though, because that energy is like it's positive. It's kind of like
Kyrie does care. He cares about the community of black people.
He cares to the point where it's like, and here's the thing: everyone wants to give him slack, and I get it though. I get it about being a professional, right? You are a professional athlete. You get paid to do that. There's contracts. You get paid per game. Fine. But if he deemed that it was in his head worth the $1 million to go and be in these Zoom meetings to help better the community and things like that, I get it. Like your team is playing. Maybe they could have been a better way to communicate that as a professional. Fine. I understand that aspect of it. But it's not like he was doing that shit and he was just... Yes, he did have like a birthday party. He was at a party or whatever. But that was like for his sister or something like that. I mean, I get it. But it's not like the motherfucker was like in strip clubs hanging out. Like everything he was doing was either family oriented or something for the community.
Yeah.
And I think there's a consciousness behind that when like with what we're going through right now with COVID and everything, you're not promised anything. It's sometimes you realize that you want to really be here. Like and not just a basketball player that you see playing on TV, but literally be here, involved in the community, involved with your family, involved in really feeling and being present.
Wow. Using his platform.
Well,
the fuck, he's Kyrie Irving. He's one of the most watched players on the period. So if he could bring any type of awareness to like an injustice going on, I mean, I get it with the professionalism. I'm not saying like he could have did things better, but yeah.
The only thing I would say for him, like,
that's serious to me.
Maybe people. I don't know how to put it, but it's like you try to continue to get your bag. Like you understand that you have to, do whatever that you're interested in, helping out the community. So continue to get your bag so you can continue to support the community. Don't tarnish your professionalism, so you could like continue just upgrading yourself, and you'll be able to help out the community. Because say like you get in the bag one day and like you just decide to not speak to your manager or whatever, don't show up for games or whatever, and they're like, all right, we're gonna cut you. Now you're not gonna get the bag.
Up anywhere else?
Huh?
That's Kyrie Irving.
I
get what you're saying, but that's Kyrie Irving.
Yeah. No, I'm just talking about
Brooklyn ain't cutting him. And even if they do cut him, anybody is picking up Kyrie and paying him the max.
Actually, there was talk
every time,
not cutting him, but like traded, or like they was talking about trading him for Harden or whatever. I don't know. Someone said that, and that's why he started doing the stuff that he's doing, so it could be less. Yeah. So he could be like more of a sore eye. It's more strategic for him, so he doesn't have to leave the Nets, because no one would, like I said, no one would want to pick up a bad apple or whatever. It's like
it could have also been a strategy on his part to be like, damn, they might try to trade me for Harden. I doubt it, because Kyrie and KD is a package deal. So if they were to have traded Kyrie, I don't think KD would have liked that very much at all, right? But maybe the strategy was like, let me do something that's just so nasty that nobody wants me. They're just willing to get Harden and get other things for Harden, and not even want me.
Yeah, that's exactly.
So maybe it might be that strategy too. But Kyrie came back just and dropped like 38.
Yeah.
The bag is always gonna, that $1 million. He's making $30 million a year. That little $1 million that they made off of him,
ain't nothing.
He's not bothered.
Quick question. So the Sarah Thomas Super
Oh,
Bowl.
Sarah Thomas. So she's gonna be the first woman to officiate the Super Bowl. Meaning, she's gonna be one of the officials on the line of the scrimmage. Like she'll be dictating whether penalty fouls before the ball being set. Yeah, first woman. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So congratulations to her.
2021 looking like it's
Referee?
our year?
Huh? Referee. Yeah, she's a referee.
I was gonna say some people don't know when,
Official.
when they say
My bad.
official. I'm like some people might not know exactly.
No,
what
I'm not
referee
gonna
is.
lie to you. I was just like, I'm just gonna Google this later because I don't know what this official thing is.
I mean,
I'm like,
the referee.
I'm like, is that the person that sits like?
They're the
on
one that throw the
bench
flags at the
beside?
players. They're the one that calls the
What
penalty.
takes so long to introduce shit like that? Like there's female sports commentators. Why wouldn't there be female referees in a?
It's sad, but it's where we are right now.
I guess they are, but it's like in women's sports,
Yeah.
right? It's,
I
unless
Actually,
I
no,
don't watch
I feel
WNBA
I feel
enough
like
to say
I've
that.
seen male referees there too. I don't feel like I've saw females.
You're right, and the WNBA
Same
be
with
like
you?
male
I
referees.
feel like I've mixed with males too. I gotta really look.
I don't know. I don't get like why does it have to? I just see when I see things like that now, it has no merit to me.
Mm-hmm.
It's great news. I love it. I'm all for it, but it's too late. That's like the MLB now recognizing the Negro League and wanting to add them in now.
Mm-hmm.
That's like like shit like that is just
Like
this-
why it took so long to get to these
Yeah,
points.
it's like
should've
we
been
gotta
that.
wait for the vice president to be who she is, and now all of a sudden
So
we
it's
want
like, oh, everybody, women,
let me
this and
let me
that.
plug in the women. It should have been that. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it's great. I mean, it's great. I mean, it's
No,
good
no,
news.
yeah.
We're part of history. It's part of history, and I'm happy. Better late than never.
Right.
But it's like it doesn't have the same oomph to it. If they would have did it during like the Bush administration or the Clinton, like, if it was something that was years ago, it'd be like, yeah.
Mm.
But
You get what I'm
now
saying?
it just shows like, okay,
Yeah, it's like great. What took you so long? That's all
Yeah.
that it is.
Like, really.
40,000. Hold on, somebody.
He said 40,000.
No, like that's me placing the topics all crazy, but there should have been extra Fauci as well.
Oh yeah.
400,000 COVID deaths, and I hate to end the podcast on something so negative, so I'm gonna try to think of something so positive after this.
Oh, so I should not say anything that I want to say about this. Nah.
No, go ahead, speak.
No,
Speak your shit.
it's 400,000 total COVID deaths so far, supposedly, and it's the 100,000 of that came from a month, within
Yes.
a month.
Yeah.
And they said that it will increase to 500,000 by April, 550,000. And if people now are strong, hold on to like wearing the mask, if they continue to do that, it would actually be 700,000 rather than the 500. So, you know.
My mask will be on. I don't need much convincing of that. I will
Yeah,
continue
most
to.
definitely. Be
I'll
cautious.
Cough.
Nah,
Don't
do
be
that.
coughing here.
Don't do that.
COVID.
If
Critical
you don't,
hit.
If you don't see MVP for the next 2 weeks, he's under quarantine. We do not play that game over here.
Right. Nah, I mean, like I
Easy
said, I mean
zoom in
around
for
y'all,
me.
I know
Yeah.
you guys are good, so I'm comfortable. But like in this outside world, I'm going to work. My mask is on in any situation. Like I'm not even taking a slim chance. That's how that whole clubbing, mask off. You in a club and
Atlanta, twerking,
uh,
living your life, catching a virus from the left to the right too.
like we don't need to wait until it affects someone that's close to us to be like, oh shit,
Shit, yeah.
like
I need to make sure
400,000.
Is that
God
a-
damn. And then we're talking about it's gonna go to 567,000 by April. God damn, like that, like mask up, people.
Yeah,
I mean that's I don't know how else to fuck. It's a religious reason. Shut up.
Where in what
Shut up.
biblical anything has it ever talked
Shut
about?
up.
I mean,
You wanna live?
even Dr. Fauci said you don't have to wear your mask all the time in certain situations. Like
Yeah.
if you're on the block by yourself, you don't have to wear the mask.
Yeah.
Like no one's around you.
Yeah.
If you're in a crowded space,
That's when you
wear a
definitely
mask,
looking to- It's
you know?
just easier to say have your mask on because
When
you're going to
you-
be going in and out of crowds just through typical days.
I went to the gym the other day to
Oh,
cancel
shit.
my membership. Right? Nah, because I was gonna. It's like the minute.
It's like no new body this year.
Nah, because I was like, oh, new body this year. Let me get it in. And then the minute I did that, like a month later, everything shut down. So it was just like, I'm just paying this shit every month for nothing, right? I mean, they stopped charging or whatever.
Yeah.
But
That
then
happened.
they magically charged me for all the months that it was closed down.
what?
Planet Fitness, I'll call you out. That's trash. Like, why would you charge me $40 for the 4 months you were closed? Like,
Wait, they
I-
charge you one shot when they reopen?
yeah. So when they said they're not going to be charging us, obviously that makes sense.
They froze the account and then they unfroze it when gyms were
Trash.
able to reopen.
That is crazy. I need to go see 25 Fitness now because I mean I haven't seen that deduct for my account, but
That's trash.
if they do that, so I'm like,
If
nah,
you're
cancel my
closed for
membership.
4 months due to a pandemic, and you say you're not going to charge your subscribers, that makes sense, obviously.
Yeah.
But then you don't, when things go back active, hey, for the 4 months we weren't alive, but we're going to charge you $10 for each of those months that we weren't here. That's not how you feel.
I'm so happy I left
did
Planet
not
Fitness.
use. Let's be clear. I'll just dispute it. I don't have this type of arguments.
I
call
just,
my bank.
Ugh.
I'm like,
Oh, yo.
no. The moment you're trying to tell me that I'm gonna pay for something that I don't feel is fair, it's like, okay, no worries. I'll just call the bank.
Chase, I'd like to place a block on
No, I'm the point of that. Like, I remember one day, I'm no lie, I had someone, they were like, I'm going to be able to do this, that, and the third. They said a whole bunch of crap for teaching how to trade. And so I'm like, I spent like $500. I'm looking at it like, all right, you ain't teach me shit. I was like, nothing. The girl, there's nothing. It's like a whole bunch of group Zoom meetings. I said, you know, honestly, I've been in it for 3 days. I saw and learned nothing. I would like a refund. Her response was basically like, can't do that. I said, okay, no worries. So I just called the bank and got the charges reversed. And so she called me. She said, did you reverse the charges? I said, yeah, because you wanted to argue.
Now, I'm not arguing with you.
I'm not arguing with you.
Right.
You no longer have the money.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
I'm like, and the beauty is, with my bank, shout out to Bank of America, they don't ask questions. They figure it out later. So they give you the money once you say it's not valid.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
So it's not they're going to figure out if I was bullshit or not at the end. But I just want you to know that I yapped that shit.
Good luck.
Like, fuck out of here.
I canceled that shit. Fuck that. But that was like sort of the push. But I was kind of dragging my feet because I was like, I'll get to the gym when I get to the gym. But the minute they did that, I was like, I'm gonna cancel you anyway.
I'm gonna drive to the gym now. I got you. I'm gonna make sure I get there.
I get to the fucking gym, and I'm like, cool. I get inside, it's fucking hot. Like not from heat, like body heat. Like you could, in your gym working out, it's just mad people in there. Everyone has masks. I'm like, yo. Even if I wanted to keep this gym membership, I couldn't work out. I get it. It was like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night. That's probably like the prime time.
An ideal time to do it, where it's less people.
I saw that shit. I was like, I'm never coming here. Like, I'll come when COVID is just a thing of the past. Or maybe, but I'm like, no, I'll invest in building a home gym. For right now, do some home workouts.
Bro.
Do something
That's
like
why
that.
I can't wait to get my house. I already have shit planned.
That's going to be far at the end of 2021.
Yeah.
Because
well, mine's a little further.
No.
But I'm working on it. I'm trying to work on it.
It's a process.
But I'm like, yo, I couldn't. Like, I'm watching. It's hot. I got on this, I got on the standard mask. I'm watching people with their Bane mask on, and I was like, nah. I couldn't even breathe with what I had on. And I'm like, nah. I said, I was like, I don't get it. And I'm just like, nah, it's not. I get I want to be fit, but I can do, like you said, 200 push-ups a day here. I can do.
It's a good start. Yeah, exactly.
I can do jumping jacks. I can do whatever, planks. There's so many things you can do.
Don't sleep on jumping jacks.
Jumping jacks is real.
Burpees. There's so many things you can.
That's a good one.
Listen to me.
Different styles of workouts and stuff like that that doesn't require weights like that. Or you could just lift up your couch or whatever.
I'll do it right here. Before that situation.
Yo, when I used to work in Starbucks, they the big bean bags that they have. I used to be doing curls or not. Well, curls is like shoulder.
You implement like a workout with the workspace. Yeah, I got you.
My lunch break, I'm like, nah, I'm gonna get brolic. That's what I
feel like that's a guy thing. I don't think a girl's ever. No, like, have you ever like been at work and just was doing something physical and was like, oh, let me make a workout out of it?
Yeah, with my kids. Like when I first had my son. No, what? You laughing? My son, I used to use him as weights. I was like, oh, no, I'm not going to stay fat. This is bullshit. And so I used to just use him as weights, and he used to think it was a game, but I was playing with him 30 fucking pounds. This is lit.
Come on, let me carry you.
Using your child.
Look, he's like, you didn't carry me?
Like, yeah.
I see him for the first 6 months. I have photos where he looks so happy, and he doesn't understand how much I'm really pushing my ass for this.
My godson's
in his head, he thinks I'm so playful. I'm not.
Nah, my godson's. I was using my godson for a little workout too, but then they overstep. They be like, now pick me up again. I'm like, I'm tired. Pick me up again.
No, the kids get annoyed. So it's like it's fun for the first few times. After a while, it's like, nah, I really
you do the
breathe.
push-ups. You have them sit on your back.
Nah.
The toddlers are not.
Bro, both of them on my arm. I'm like this.
That's your 14-year-old son. Well, it depends. If you want some elite shit, then maybe. But speaking on some of that, I guess we'll end it with this. I forgot you sent this.
Oh yeah, the Conor McGregor
Oh,
meets.
man.
Oh my God, yo,
I knew that was gonna happen to him though. I ain't gonna hold you.
yeah,
I didn't watch
know
the
what to
fight, but
expect.
I knew.
Yeah. They said like I think at the first beginning, like it was a few trade shots or whatever. Then the second round, the other guy kind of started taking over, started like hitting up Conor McGregor. And the video that I actually sent to the link, it's like about 10 seconds long if you want to look at it, like how
The
he
links
went
from
down.
before, right?
Oh no, all the way down. It was all the way down. Just with that, yeah. Oh, too far down. Yeah, that one. So,
We gonna watch it here live. Oh,
oops, this video is no longer.
it's no longer available due to copyright claim by content owner.
Oh, that's crazy.
Damn, they say you gotta pay for this.
That's crazy. But from what I saw, Conor McGregor looked like.
Why they got Bernie Sanders
Nah.
choking?
Yo,
him out?
that shit
Why
was.
they got Bernie Sanders
Okay,
violated.
choking
Bernie
him
really
out?
is living the life with this. Like, I don't know what it is, but he has literally had like he's made like an epitome of huge like presence with this like this
Memes.
little this the way that he decided to not pose, but he was cold and everyone has made this like the hugest joke in the world.
He's
Like,
just being him, and people just saw that was funny.
it's so stush.
Yeah.
It looks like a stush woman that can sit in that sit in a chair. Like, and this shit has been man, it's been too funny.
They had Conor McGregor on the floor like Netflix. Are you still watching?
Oh, he's
Just,
still watching. He's like
just
slumped.
body on the floor. Oh man, yeah, these.
I
was
mean,
definitely
I
funny.
don't, I don't like to see anyone get hurt. I understand that's the nature of their sport. So I don't want to make fun of him for like, but it's like when you talk crazy, this is why
You got
He
that
wasn't
mouth.
really talking crazy.
No, I'm saying like just him as a person, like just
Yeah.
the way he be talking in general. I'm
Yeah.
even all the way back to the Floyd thing, even before that. He's just, he puts himself as like not one to mess with.
No, but a lot of them talk their shit sometimes, and it's so funny when they finally fall in a fight because it's like you got all that shit to say. With your hands.
So Jake Paul, I think he's the one that wanted to fight him, right?
Oh,
Yeah. So he originally was offering $50 million to get into a fight with him. After that fight, he's like, "Yo, forget the $50 million. I'll offer you $10,000 now."
dead.
Like he was just clowning him hard. Like he was just going hard. I was like, man. Like I would like to. I like to see them fight each other. Then let's see how
not
much.
for no 10 bands. I'd have took the 50
No,
million.
not the
and-
10
Nah, he
bad,
just gonna
but
be disrespectful now.
yeah,
It's
he's
like,
being disrespectful.
Your worth ain't up there, right? Your worth ain't
50
up
mil or
To
10,000.
there. That's real
10,000.
disrespectful. That's a deposit on somebody's small house, not even a big house, a small house.
Why they got Shannon's sharp face on him like this?
He said, "Leave me out of this."
Be out of this. Well, anyway, y'all, we got ended off with that, man. We appreciate you guys tuning in as usual.
Thank you very much.
You guys can catch Dice next week. That's why we didn't have any of his music playing at the beginning, but we'll get back to
We
it
miss you
next week.
guys.
Not really. So
He live up the stairs from me.
Hey.
he like 10 feet away. Come down, I should have dragged him down here. Like, wrap yourself up in a blanket. Yeah, all right.
Like you're sick.
Nah, but we appreciate you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. We appreciate y'all and see y'all next week.
Yes, like, share, subscribe, comment. Remember, do all those things. I'll come to your crib.
Oh, nah. Not this coming to the crib.
That's what's scary.